Yo, what is up, everybody, and welcome back to the Sooner Surge. And tonight, boys, we are sitting here off the Sooner Magic
Let's
high.
go.
What a comeback in the seventh inning. Braden, we'll start it off with you. Give us some thoughts about what was going through your head in the bottom of the sixth on the top of that seventh.
Man, I thought this going to be Sooner Magic when we got to bat.
Braden, I know what was going through your head because you texted me and said you're going to quit watching.
He's not.
But then
Hey,
he
was
texted
there
me
ever
and
any
said Sooner
doubt,
Magic.
guys?
Yes, I thought we were going to lose. I said that, but I say that during every single OU game. So.
Hey, there was a little bit of Sooner Magic. And I'm not talking about the hits in the seventh inning. I'm talking about the wild pitch that you never see in softball where
Yeah.
she hit her hip and it went like straight
Way
to the
off
left. You don't ever see that.
No.
Especially
That
from a
was-
girl like Maxwell. I mean,
Yeah,
and that moved the runners up to
Guys,
second and third.
Hey, while we're on that, Gajeski basically called himself a dumb you-know-what.
He to me, watching that game, he's one of the reasons they lost that game. Why they yanked the starter, Acock or whatever, that was dumb.
Yeah.
I don't understand that. She only allowed she had a few back-to-back hits there in the seventh, but I would have rode her until if she loses the game, that's fine. But
hey, hindsight.
Because then they brought her back in.
Hindsight's 20/20 on that because OU was starting to get to her there in the seventh inning, and I'm not claiming that OU just plays with their food before they eat it here today, but that's kind of what they did, guys. They played with their food. They got hungry in the seventh, and they decided to devour the Cowgirls. But T.R.A. Jennings, a huge hit in the seventh, and then Sydney Sanders. We keep saying her name more and more the closer we get every time to postseason. Sydney Sanders. She's becoming a staple. RBI guru here.
RBI guru.
Go ahead, Jackson.
Oh, she's just one that has really just like I remember, Jeremy, we were talking about this, I want to say a month ago. We were like, okay, she's starting to see her way in the lineup. She hasn't been playing well, but you see her first base. I think she settled in at first base. I would honestly label her as a permanent starter at this point at first base for 90 to 95% of the time. She's just really
She didn't play first base today, did she?
No, but she came in the sixth and played first.
Oh, yeah.
At the end of the game, yeah.
Hey, here's the thing. When I first started watching this game, honestly, after the first inning, when the Sooners had the bases loaded, no out, and they got nothing, I was like, uh-oh. I mean, they stranded a lot of runners yesterday, too. And I thought, man, I don't know. And then they got down. And to May's credit, now May, I think at one point it was either fourth or fifth inning, she had faced 17 batters and 15 first pitch strikes, I think was the stat. She was throwing strikes. She allowed that run early, and then the run at the kind of insurance run they got there at the end, I thought was going to be the game. When she allowed that to go 2-0, I thought I even told somebody I was watching the game with, I said, well, I think that does it. When it went from 1-0 to 2-0, but this team, guys, and I'm the one that says they're going to lose another game before the postseason. I've said that, and I thought it was today. And this team, guys, I don't know. They just have something that, I mean, it's unexplainable.
Jay, you want to know what they have in them? They have that dog in them.
They do have that dog in them. The one that has the biggest dog today was the closer. Let's talk about the two freshmen.
Hey, Patty Gasso in the postgame said, this is what they all got in him. Patty Gasso said she was nails. Okay? Deal was dealing, and just the confidence, who would have thought she would have left her, just thrown her in there in the closing situation? But Gasso said that they already know kind of what their plan is moving forward. She didn't say it directly, but she was like, we kind of know what we're doing moving forward. This game is, it's a game. But it's almost like saying, we know where we're going. This game is just another game before we get there. But she wanted to see Deal in kind of a situation that she hasn't got accustomed to with big-time pressure on. And the girl delivered. And she's a lefty. I love that she's a lefty. And, I mean,
they had a lot of lefty bats.
Yeah, and that's something that you can use in the postseason. It looks like Braden was getting ready to say something about Deal.
Man, Deal was on fire.
Deal.
Yeah, Braden, me and you were
Deal is
texting back and forth, and we were like, who's going to come out in the bottom of the 7th? We were talking about who's it going to be. And I think we both kind of said, let's leave Deal out there, see what happens, right?
Yeah.
She had that good 6th, and man, she just closed it out.
Well, also, Jay, we were actually on the phone during the top of 7th, and then I believe it was after Jocelyn Erickson got the hit. I said, Jason, they're going to win this game, and you go back to it. They did, and now just like you guys said earlier, I don't know why Oklahoma State put in Kelly Maxwell. That was kind of that was like because Oklahoma, whenever they've seen her, it seems like they've prepared for her a lot more than anyone else.
Well, I know
tell
why
you why.
they did it. I know why they did it because she's their ace. But I would not have done it because the other girl was pitching really well.
Yeah.
I mean,
Hey,
just
here's
up
why they
until the
did it.
7th.
Here's why they did it.
What?
Gajeski was so nervous.
Shaky.
He didn't know what to do when the Sooners started coming on. So he said, let's go with our ace. And it cost him.
Hey, let me ask you all a question. What is Kenny Gajewski's record against Patty Gasso?
Maybe one win.
It's one win.
No, it's 2-22 now, I believe. He's got one win each of the last 2 years. I thought he was going to get his third one
Probably
tonight.
the top percentage of coaches in America versus Patty Gasso. So, hasn't Oklahoma won? Is it like 72 straight conference series? Is that right?
They've won 40 straight games. Hang on for a second.
72 straight conference series, I think.
40 straight wins, guys. 40 straight wins. I'm going to keep saying it. They're going to lose in the game before the postseason. Maybe it's tomorrow.
Tomorrow is count it right here. Whatever time it is tonight, May 6th. Storacco's going tomorrow. Listen, they got their taste tonight. OSU. There's no chance they're not run ruling the Cowgirls tomorrow. Okay.
Oh, wow.
They're gonna get the bats going from the top and say, all right, we're gonna eat early. Let's get to the postseason. But
hey, you're gonna hear it right here too. Jada Coleman's gonna have 2 home runs tomorrow.
Does Kinsey Hansen play?
No.
No
point to play or the rest.
Dude, hey,
Haley
Lee made a great play behind the plate.
Haley Lee did make a great play.
He did.
Hey, do you think I don't know a lot about that, but she looks like she's got a cannon of an arm. I mean, I'm sure Hansen has a good arm too.
American catcher at Texas A&M.
That's exactly right. That is exactly right, Jackson. OU did not go get mid-major caliber transfer portals. They went and got Power 5 All-American transfer portal girls.
Yeah.
Stracco.
Conference All-American.
Storacco, Lee, Sydney Sanders. These are all Power 5 proving themselves.
Elena Torres.
Yep.
Torres
played a good defensive game out there tonight too.
Honestly incredible to me how Oklahoma can find so many different ways to win. I just don't like. Okay, I understand they're the greatest, but it's like it comes to a point where just like Jason thinks Oklahoma's going to lose, but I honestly don't believe they can lose anymore.
I don't think they're going to lose, guys. Look, we do this every single pod, guys. Jada Coleman, Grace Lyons, Kinsey Hansen's hurt. Some of the usual girls that we've always used to say, they're not on the stat line. They're not showing up right now, and they're still winning. And one who is a common denominator besides Sydney Sanders, another girl who's starting to become huge in huge moments
Burrito
late in games is Jocelyn Erickson.
Yeah.
And I also think Riley Boone goes a little underrated. She's batting almost 400.
Yeah.
The most underrated player on this team is Alyssa Burrito. She should be in Player of the Year conversation, in my opinion, and she's not.
You can't be Player of the Year, Jackson, when you may not even be player of your team.
Yeah.
Hey, I know. That's why she should be in the conversation.
And the 3-headed monster is now 4. It's a 4-headed monster.
And
add
Tiara
Kirsten
Jennings
Deal to it.
Yeah, Tiara Jennings just comes through in clutch. I mean, it's just. I mean, I don't know what to say. What else to say, really? I mean,
give her the tiara, dude. She's the princess right now, and she's carrying him.
But that's the crazy thing to me is when you watch teams like this, you watch teams that are so dominant in a situation like that where, let's face it, other than themselves, they have nothing to play for until the postseason, right? They've already won the Big 12. But
Right.
for them to still fight through and win that game, that just shows they're only driven by themselves right now. And they're driven to be the best there is, period, bar none. And the best thing of the whole day was all the OSU fans on Twitter going into the 7th inning. How
Amen.
many of them deleted their tweets after that?
Amen.
A lot of them.
Amen.
Wow.
That's right, Brady. Amen. I agree. Hey,
Hey,
1,700.
if y'all saw my tweet, but I was very vocal about that.
Hey, 1,700 fans, sold out crowd. You won't play in a more hostile place, okay? And I know people are sick of the comparisons that I've used on here when comparing the OU softball program with Tiger Woods. But here's another great example today. Okay, another great example. Just like when Tiger Woods had big-time moments against maybe some rivals or maybe even just some no-namers, those guys just folded. And when you're around greatness, you either have to step up and beat greatness or you have to fold. And today we saw what happened. When the pressure gets to people, OU's not going to make the mistakes. They're going to make you make the mistake. And 9 times out of 10, actually about 90 times out of 100, if you go based on OU schedule, the other team is going to do that because OU's not making the mistakes.
Well, and Jackson, I think you mentioned this in the article you wrote, but when they got Jada Coleman out there in the 7th, I thought the momentum had shifted. I kind of thought, okay, and then Terry Jennings just comes up there and ropes that double. I believe she had 2-strike count, and she had just chased that rise ball, and Maxwell just grooves one right down the middle. I don't know what Maxwell was thinking on that, or like Jeremy said, maybe she just folded and
I don't think she hit her spot on that pitch. That's not.
No.
It could not have been where she was going.
But it was off speed too. I felt like I don't know.
Hey guys,
Yeah,
I think KD is the closer rest of the year.
you think they're going to use her in that role?
Actually, Brady, I don't think they're going to use a closer role. I don't think they're using a closer role. I think tonight they went to her and then just kept with her. I mean,
yeah, guys, and then also this was another thing I talked about in my article that this was Nicole May's first run allowed since mid-April.
Yep.
Yeah.
So,
she still pitched good though. I thought.
She pitched terrific.
Hey, let's face reality. OSU's a good team. I mean, they are a really good team.
But they somehow lost to North Texas.
Yeah.
Yeah, but Jackson, they're a good team.
Throw that one in the tank. I mean, hey, if you put a true serum in Gajeski and everyone on that OSU softball program's team. Gajewski, whatever. If you put a true serum in every one of their players, they would all say they only wanted OU is the series they wanted. Even if you said we just want to win one game, that's what they wanted. They wanted to beat OU once. They're not going to do it. They're not going to do it this weekend.
Jeremy.
They're not going to do it in the Big 12 championship. They can't do it.
They did last year, Jeremy.
I don't care about last year.
That was last year.
Jeremy.
The team's better than last year's team.
How come you haven't invented a true serum yet? You talk about it so much.
That's exactly right. I do. The true
all
serum
you talk
is real.
about is a true serum.
True serum is real.
Invent a true serum. If you talk about it all the time,
it's real. It's as real as this program is. It's unbelievable. There's no other adjectives used to describe this program. I can't wait for tomorrow. The run rule is going to be in full effect.
Hey, real quick question. Real quick question, all three of y'all.
What?
They're going to three-peat. We all pretty much think that's going to happen, obviously. Is this the best team of the three?
Amen. Amen.
You think so, Braden?
Yes.
Why?
They're so deep.
I agree with you. I think because of the pitching. I think they're just too deep.
Jackson. Repeat the question.
I said, out of the three teams, obviously we think they're going to three-peat. Out of the three national championship teams the last 3 years, is this the best team?
Yeah.
I think so.
And Braden hit the nail on the head.
The Aces.
It's the depth, and it's not just the depth at pitching, which is bar none the best pitching staff they've had in the 3 years. Staff. It's bar none the deepest. It's the deepest. It's the deepest even bats. They may not be as powerful overall as last year, but they are way deeper than they were last year.
Yeah. Amen.
They're more powerful as a group, though.
Yeah.
I mean, you take
Powerful.
Olo off that team,
Well, yeah, you can't take her off the team. She's the best player.
but I'm saying they have
The best player in the
1 through
history
9.
of
They have more that can hit
dude.
home runs. I think.
The best player in the
Agreed.
history of softball is Jocelyn Aldo.
Hey, I got a question. Another question. My signature phrase here is: what did y'all think of Jordy Ball as a pinch runner?
Not
Loved
bad.
it.
Jordy Ball has that dog in her. She doesn't.
I think that was great. Yeah.
Was.
Well, we've seen Patty Gasso do that multiple times this year with Jordy Ball too. It's not the first time. She's even thrown her into pinch hit.
Gasso's mastermind, dude. Ladies, just
Dude, Patty Gasso is playing NCAA franchise with the song.
Are we gonna get her a statue at the new stadium? She needs.
Yeah.
a
She has
statue.
to.
Has to.
Has
Yeah.
to.
Her and Jocelyn Aldo are gonna have, and Lauren Chamberlain need to have statues. All three of them.
Oh yeah. So game 3 tomorrow. What time's that
Game
game
3 tomorrow. Get the brooms out, boys. It's going to be
2
a
o'clock.
sweep, and I'm calling a run rule.
Sweep them. Yep.
Hey,
All
Jack.
right, guys. I think that's all we have for tonight. And thank you for tuning in to another softball pod tonight. We enjoy this.
Hey.
We love being. Yeah.
Well,
You need to be playing that song, "Mama, Don't Let Your Babies Grow Up to Be Cowboys," but we'll say cowgirls, right?
Yep. Mama, don't let your baby grow up to be cowboys. Is that the name of it?
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
you don't know that song,
Oh, yeah, I do.
Braden? Do you
Country
know
hit.
it?
yes.
Okay.
Well,
Just
yep.
Appreciate you guys listening.
Yep.
Yes.
And if you haven't, go check out searchsportsnetwork.com. Today, Brody created a forum, I believe. So go check that out. It's called Heisman Park. We'll have all of our content on that. The first 30 days is free. After that, you will get insider content from Brody and Hunter when it comes to recruiting. You will get also a lot of softball content, basketball content. We'll have it all there. I think that's all we have for tonight, boys. Boomer.